Whew. Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? It took me just a couple of seconds, y'all. I had to just kind of collect my thoughts and my bearings. Oh my Lord. I don't believe how some people can be so superficial, so delusional, just just not even in touch with a lot of reality. How's everybody doing before we get started today? I hope all is well with you and yours. I'm doing okay, guys. I'm just trying to trying to get this video out. I don't know when you guys are going to get it. Um Back in this room, it done gotten cold. I don't know. I guess when it gets um dark out, the temperature drops and it just gets kind of chilly back here because I was in this room up in the daytime and it was not so bad. The first video I did was not bad at all. The second video, you could start to feel the cold. Now it's cold. It ain't that cold, guys, because you don't see you don't see my breath. You know how when it's cold outside you can see your breath, so it ain't that cold, but it's cold enough. But yeah, getting back to what I was saying, guys, I truly don't understand the audacity of some people, or uh, maybe not. Maybe that's not the right word. Maybe not the audacity, but I want to say delusional of it all. It's just delusion at its finest, is all I can say. And I'm talking about MA had did a video, guys. And I don't know if she's seen her sister's video talking about the haters, but the title of her video, MA video, was something about how can you compete where you don't compare. Now, see, that's where, for me, the delusion is set in, and it's set in heavy. Because I think the only thing that she really had to reference when she's talking about can't compete where you don't compare is superficial things, really. Like the braid being over to one side. What else? Oh, the little BBL or whatever she got, because now I never said she didn't have a little shape to her. She got a little shape to her. Um, but if MA thinks that that's the only thing at this time in her life, if that's the only thing that she got to speak of when she's talking about people trying to copy her, and she talking about her sister-in-law, because she's talking about the one braid to the side, and she wasn't the first person to do that. There were people who was wearing that style long before she got it done. She done got it from somebody else's channel, and she knows she had, but she want to act like she's such a trendsetter. But if my thing is, if that's the only thing that she got to toot her horn about, she's in a sad state of affairs, guys, is all I can say. Because if you're running around thinking that people are being jealous because you got a braid going to the side, or you got a big butt, well, a lot of sisters out here, we kind of was born with that. That's kind of like a lot of our birthrights. Because other races, or I shouldn't say races because there's only one race, the human race, but other cultures would probably not be as blessed as people who look like me, as far as the caboose, I'll say, okay? A lot of junk in the trunk. It was born that way. But some people just go and add more junk. And I don't know why she feels as though people are jealous of her for that braid and that bump in the back. I just, I don't understand. Now, like I said, a whole bunch of superficial stuff, you know. I mean, even if she was bragging on a house or a car or something, it's still superficial. But at least, you know, MA, if you're watching, at least make it make some kind of sense because it's just not. You're hyping up a bump and you're hyping up a braid cocked to the side and like, because that's supposed to be your trademark, is what she says, y'all. Her trademark oh, and the color is her trademark. Like nobody else has ever come up with that but her, which is not true. It's so not true. People has been wearing those colors and that braid, those braids for forever, you know. But she would like to take credit saying that was her own creation. That was, I mean, but I get it. I get it. Because if you don't have a whole lot of something else to kind of brag on, you got to pull some kind of rabbit out your hat. And I guess the braid and the bump is the two rabbits that you have in that hat. You know, but it's just sad, MA, that that's the only thing you can reference. Like, you know, it's sad that, you know, I mean, and I don't want to belabor this point because I've did videos about this, but, you know, for one, you know, there's people out here um, who don't really have a need to copy you, um, take after your trend-setting ways. They got a lot of other stuff going on. You know, they got to pay mortgage or they got to pay, you know, a nice piece of penny for rent. They got car notes that they got to contend with. They have other things, and I don't understand how you figure that somebody else who maybe have all of those things versus to your braid and your bump, how that's even, you're fitting your face to even say that somebody is jealous. So it seems like to me, MA, you're the one who's delusional because you're just delusional. Because if that's all you got to show after 51 years of being on this planet, if that's all I had was a braid and a bump, I don't know if I would be up here talking, you know, like how you're talking. Like, come on now, what's that to be so proud of, you know? Good. You trying to, you know, do something with your little rear end and try to keep it girly, keep it, you know, curvy or whatever. Good for you. But come on now. Come on. If that's the only thing you have in your treasure chest, then something's a little bit not right here. Because you're taking, I mean, I listen. I guess if that's all you got to toot your horn on, then I guess toot on, baby. Toot on. Because, yeah, I guess you have to take pride in whatever, but don't come on YouTube talking like somebody is being delusional because they're you know, jealous about your braid and they jealous about your bumps. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. There are women that's younger than you who can really come up here on these YouTube streets and really get braggadocious about stuff because they have their own home to live into. They have their own transportation. They have a job outside of YouTube. You know, they have probably nice furniture. You know, they got things in their home and things like that. But when you come, do you understand how silly that makes you look, MA? When you come out here doing these videos talking about somebody jealous? Well, I hate to say it, baby, but I'm going to say what's true. In order for somebody to be jealous of you, baby, you have to have something for them to be jealous of. You know, I mean, that little braid to the side ain't gonna cut it. The little bumps ain't gonna cut it because it's just not. It's just not. You know, I mean, not you go ahead on and take joy in it. That's fine. Take joy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Being pleased about, your braids and things like that. But at least before you get up here talking about somebody being jealous, at least make it make sense and have something for people to be jealous about. Me personally, I don't want nobody to be jealous of nothing I got or nothing I don't have, because I'm just too busy thanking Almighty for providing me what I need. And I'm just happy about that instead of sitting around here. I don't ever want people to be jealous because you got people jealous. You got people who might tend to want to do whatever to try to get what you got. So one, I'm not going to get nowhere bragging about nothing. I might mention something once or something like that because I'm thankful, but I'm not going to go out of my way keep bragging about a braid and a bump. And them the only two things I can brag on. You got to make this make sense, MA. Because nobody is jealous of you. Nobody's trying to copy nothing you doing because it's a lot that you could be doing that you're not doing. And nobody, the things that you're doing or not doing, nobody wants to follow that. Nobody's caring about your braid. Nobody wants to follow the bumps, really. I mean, some people do. Some women have, a lot of women have. They went and got, the BBL and all of that done. But I mean, they're not following you because they did it. I guess they did it for their own personal reason, not because they saw MA. They saw you. Oh, MA wouldn't got to let me go jump on the bandwagon right quick. Like, I don't think they did it for you. They did it for their own self gratification, I guess. They had their own reason for it, like you had your reason for it, MA. But I don't think nobody saw your stuff and said they could let me go out. And I know it didn't make me want to go and jump under the knife and get nothing done. I mean, whoever wanted to do it, to each his own. But MA, I'm just saying, you was not the trendsetter of the braids nor of the curves that you possess. Um, yeah, you had nothing to do with, except for the BBL. Because everything else you got from your parents. Okay, let's start there. Uh, there's gonna probably be some people say, well, yeah, some people get it on their own too because they exercise, they eat right, they do this, and I agree, that's correct. But for the most part, what we start off with is what we get from our parents. Okay, that's what I mean to say. But girl, trust me, nobody's worrying about that braid cocked to the side. That's the lead. People is too busy running around trying to pay the car notes, trying to get their rent or their mortgage paid, light bill paid. You know those things that you don't have any concern about because you're not in your own place right now. I understand that you're trying to get that camper together. Don't know if you're ever going to get up inside of it. But I guess that remains to be seen. But nobody's even going to be jealous of that because, I mean, there are people who's out doing that lifestyle, nomad life. Um, there are people who's living that lifestyle for whatever reason they choose. And I mean, to each his own, that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. But don't get up here and make it seem like you got all this and that and the other going on and got so many people jealous. Because the only thing that you have really ever talked about people being jealous of was your signature. So you call it your signature braid, the one when you say the cock to the side, which by the way, you didn't start that. There were other people prior to you who wore their hair that way, and then the little BBL that you got. So I just wanted to do this video because it don't make sense for you to keep coming up here with them same dried up, make no sense at all videos talking about somebody jealous. And my question is this: of what? Of what? What they jealous about? You know, you gotta have something. And I pray that, you'll be able to turn this thing around and get it together. I pray that you will. But stop all this somebody jealous. Because, girl, no, you so delusional with that one. You really are. Nobody's caring about, your braid nor your bumps, baby. Not really, they're not. People, like I said again, they are trying to get bills paid, things like that, stuff that you don't have any real concern over because you don't have that responsibility. So, once you get that responsibility, if you ever get those responsibility, you'll understand what Sharina Belly is trying to tell you right now. So, you need to cut it out. Nobody's jealous. Again, at the risk of repeating myself, nobody's jealous. Nobody's aspiring to do what you're doing. These things have been done for quite a long time. You looked at somebody's channel and you saw their hairstyle like that and you decided, in the same way you looked at somebody else's channel and got the idea, somebody else could have looked at, or a whole lot of else's could have looked at the same video and got the same idea. You know? So stop trying to hog up all the glory for yourself. Talk about that's your invention. I doubt very seriously that it is. Okay? I just doubt very seriously that it is. And stop talking about somebody jealous. And again, at the risk of repeating myself, you have to first have some things to be jealous of. And nobody's jealous of your braid or the bumps. They're not jealous of you being at your auntie's house. They're not jealous of you getting that van. They're not jealous of you, of all of the options that you possess. They're not jealous of, any of those things that you got going on in your life right now. They're just not jealous of it because for what? For what? Because we truly know what those options are. You're trying to flim flam cover them up, trying to do the Houdini thing, But people know, MA, what's going on. Yeah, they do. And they're not jealous in the least of it. They're not jealous in the least of it. If they are, then maybe they like-minded people like yourself. Because I don't know anybody in their right mind would be jealous to have, I just don't know anybody who would do that, be jealous of somebody who has the bare minimum. And I know Almighty, if he wanted to, that's why I said I'm going to pray for you, honey, because if he wanted to, he can change that around, but you got to do a lot of changing around yourself first, okay? And he got to see you making those moves, and so that he can kind of maybe perhaps give you some of the desires of your heart. Put it that way. But nobody's jealous. I can't say it enough. Nobody's jealous. I don't believe anybody is, because you got to have something, honey, for them to be jealous of. Okay? And you don't have a whole bunch of nothing, but you got a lot of options. We know that because you tell us that. You got a lot of options. People ain't jealous about them options because we know what those options are. You got a lot of trickery going on. People ain't jealous of that because we know trickery and stuff like that, ill-gotten gain, it's a fast way to lead to all kind of messed up stuff. Nobody's jealous of that either. The bumps, no. Because anybody who wanted to go get a BBL, if they got a little change or whatever, they can go and get that done too. So, I get it. You're reaching. You want to find something for somebody to be jealous of. But if you just learn how to be a halfway decent human being, you wouldn't even have to worry about who's being jealous. You would just be getting whatever God Almighty bless you with, and you'll be grateful, and you'll just say, thank you, Lord, and going on about your business. You wouldn't be up here, trying to shout it from the rooftop, I got this, I got that, trying to be braggadocious about stuff. Because let's not forget, at any time, some things can be taken, snatched right from you like they was given to you. Like that, they can be snatched back like that. So let's not get too carried away with it though, because, but again, I'm risking repeating myself. You got to first have something in order for somebody to be jealous of, okay? And you don't have a whole lot going on. I don't understand it because at your age, you should be further along in life. But I feel like things kind of stunted your growth from early childhood. I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV. Just surmising from the things I've heard you say over the years. But anywho, guys, I'm gonna get on about here. I didn't want the video to be too long. But yeah, I had to come and say this, MA. Nobody's jealous. Nobody is jealous. Now, if somebody is jealous of your BBL, oh well, I don't know anything I don't know. Because it seems like to me there's more important things, more things of greater importance that people could point to and say, oh, she got a car I want. She got the house I want. She got the furniture I want. She got the job I want. She got the man I want, or the kind of man I want. She got all, it's other things, if you're going to be superficial and put it on that. But, real quick, true story. I remember being in church one day. This was a long time ago. And we was tarrying, because I grew up Pentecostal. And I no longer subscribe to religion. I've kind of, as we hear, when you know better, you do better. Well, we supposed to. But I seen my sister, because we was tarrying. For those who know what tarrying means, it just means we shut in the church and we just keep calling the name of Jesus and Jesus and Jesus until we start speaking in tongues. Then we knew that the Holy Spirit was rested on us, because we saw the evidence of it was you would begin to speak in unknown tongues. But anyway, we were doing that. And I was turning along with my cousins and them. And I heard one of my cousins, who's now deceased, Lord rest her soul. But I heard her, this was many years ago, guys, many years ago. I might have been about 12 or 13 or somewhere along in there. 11 or 12 maybe. A long time ago. But I heard her speak in tongues. And y'all, when I tell you, I was envious. Now that was something I was really envious, because I wanted that. I wanted that spirit to rest on me. And it was on her, and it was the most beautiful thing that my ears could have heard. And I was jealous of that. And I told my grandmother, but it wasn't long after, because we did that, I think, Terry, and I think it was every Tuesday night that they did shut-ins and things like that. And so we tarried and all of that. I think it was every Tuesday. It's always been a long time. I can't remember. But the next Tuesday or the Tuesday after that, maybe one or two Tuesdays later, I was speaking in tongues myself, okay? Because I was envy of that. So I said that. Why did I say that? If you want to be jealous of, or if people, how do I want to say this? Being jealous, MA, of superficial things, a lot of people, I think, may be smart enough to know that ain't where it's at. But when you start looking, chasing down, running after the spiritual things, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I might consider, saying, oh, look at this, look at God in her life, look at God, look at Almighty and what He's doing in this person's life. I might say that I can be a little envious because I want that kind of, especially, if it's something like, somebody have a lot of patience. They don't let stuff get on your nerve, because I do struggle with that a little bit sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, I do struggle with that. So I'm praying Almighty give me more patience for people that, I'm praying for that. So that might be something that I might be a little envious of, the spiritual side of life, not the carnal side of life. But anyway, I guess as you grow a little bit, maybe older, but you're gonna have to put some work in MA in order to reap any kind of benefits from it, so you can understand exactly what this old gal is trying to tell you. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you so very much for watching the video. Whew. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you guys hitting that subscribe button for me. Thank you to all the returning subbies. Thank you, my day oneers, day twoers. I appreciate you all. I really, really do. Thank you, guys. And listen, if you have not subscribed, maybe, just maybe, you might say, well, this lady got a pretty wig on. Let me just subscribe because of that. Just hit that subscribe button. I won't be mad with you. Just hit it. And then when you finish hitting that, just go on mosey on over there and hit that bell. That bell going to notify you when I come back with my next video, okay? So don't forget, guys, to comment, share the videos out. Share them out. Y'all been doing fantastic with those shares. I've been seeing them. A lot of people are sharing, y'all. Thank you. Keep up the good work. I appreciate it. Because the more you guys engage with me, the more, y'all know how this go. It's going to let YouTube know that you're interested. More and more people are interested. And it's going to throw me out there and get some more traction coming through and all of that. So, thank you. Thank you, one and all. I'm going to end this video, guys. I'm going to end this video, and I said thank you. I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Thank you. Love yourself, guys. Love someone else. Tell yourself you love yourself. Tell someone else you love them. I love you. Nothing you can do about it, okay? So, listen, please be safe out there, guys, because I keep saying it, because I want y'all to be mindful of it's some hidden things out in this atmosphere that can jump in your system, and we don't want that. So be careful, okay? And until the next time I see you or you see me, or however this thing's supposed to be, I'm going to say almighty peace and blessings. Almighty peace and blessing. I almost forgot my little thing, my little remote that I can turn a thing on and off with, when you ain't used to a thing, I'm going to get used to it, though. Y'all have a good one. Take care, everybody.